To my Latino family, ¿cómo está? To my Brazilian family, hola. To my Jewish family, shalom aleichem. And I think from what my wife told me, she tried to get in touch with Al Jazeera. So they're here. Assalamu alaikum rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh and everybody. Welcome everybody. I'm so happy to be a part of this. And Fight Time Promotions is making big strides and putting on this fantastic 13-card fight. But before I get started and start naming some of the fighters on the dais, I want to thank a few people. I want to thank the City of Fort Lauderdale's War Memorial Auditorium for hosting this event this morning. I want to thank Max Newhart, who's the operations manager, and to Orlando Castellano, who's the venue manager here. Thank you so much for hosting this for us today. I want to thank our main sponsors, JM Lexus. Jim Dunn, who's the president of JM Lexus, who's the largest Lexus dealer in the world. I should say the universe, really. They have a golf court on the premises, and anybody that want to buy a car from them, please go to them. They're located in Coconut Creek, and the service there is unbelievable. My wife and I bought a car there, and they treat us like kings and queens, really. They treat everybody the same way. Not just us, but everybody. So if you want to buy a car, please go there. Also want to thank Patriot National Insurance Group, the president and CEO and owner, Steve Mariano, and his representative here today is GQ. Could you stand up? Woo! Thank you, GQ, and tell Steve all the best. I want to talk about Fight Time Promotions a little bit before we start. Just like Rich said, we started in 2010, and it just started really with 4 words. We can do this. I took my wife to a show in Orlando. In fact, Rich Anthony was fighting on that show in Orlando, and she couldn't believe the production of the show. And she was to the right side of me, and she just blurted out, "We can do this." And I looked at her, "Can do what?" And she looked up in the air, "We can do this." I said, "Do what?" "MMA shows." And I looked at her like she was crazy, like she had 3 eyes. But here we are today, 4 years later, putting on, I think, a great show, especially the main event. And I think this fighter is a great fighter, not good, great. Thiago Silva. I really appreciate him and his organization, Frank Smith, Josh, Glenn Robinson, sitting down with us and negotiating and putting this deal together. It didn't really, believe it or not, didn't take that long. It took less than a week, but we put it together, and I'm very happy and pleased that you're part of Fight Time family. We're going into our 4th year. This is our anniversary. So on August 29th, we're going to do something a little special because it's our anniversary, 4th year anniversary. All right, let me speak about the headliners that's going to be fighting August 29th. We got 13 exciting fights. 13. Go ahead. Let's start with Randy Barroso. Randy Barroso is American top team kickball fighter who's fought for Fight Time Promotions about 5 times. Am I correct, Randy? He's fighting for the title against Jason Suarez. Randy, could you please say a few words in the mic, please? The mic is right there. Each fighter, please, if you can, After I announce you, say a few words.
Well, my name is Randy Barroso. They call me Venezuela. We're gonna be part of the show. Hope all you guys enjoy it, and it's gonna be a really exciting fight.
Thank you, Randy. The person that he's fighting against, Jason Specimen Suarez. He's out of FFA, Miami. He's fought for 6 times. He's undefeated. And he will be fighting against Randy Barroso, as I stated. Jason, can you say a few words?
Yeah, I'm really excited for this fight. Me and Randy are going to put on a show on the 29th of August, and I hope to see everyone there. I know it's going to be a great fight, and there'll be fireworks in the cage.
These two gentlemen are very exciting to watch. Jason's undefeated, and this guy can do everything. I've watched him grow and progress, and I've watched the maturation of this fighter. Randy Barroso, I used to train. I think you failed to mention that. But Randy is a consummate striker, kickboxer, submissionist. This is going to be a fight between 2 geniuses, in my opinion. So Randy Barroso, Jason Suarez, good luck to both men. Frank Grillo, training out of MMA Masters in Miami. He's a strong lightweight, and they nicknamed him the Tank. If you look at him, you'll see why. He's taking on Mike Wolverine Rio for the lightweight title. This is going to be an incredible fight. I'm looking forward to seeing that myself. I'm not going to go to the bathroom. I'm not going to get anything to drink. I'm going to sit up in my seat and watch this fight. I don't care what my wife thinks I need to do. I'm not going to do anything. I'm going to stay there and watch this fight. These 2 gentlemen are coming to bring it on. I know Mike. Mike is the consummate professional, great submissionist, all-around fighter. Frank is the Tank, and he's coming to bring it. So I'm very excited about this fight. Frank, can you give us a few words?
Again, it is going to be an exciting fight. I'm not going to go to the bathroom either. Nah, but I can't wait. Mike's a strong fighter, and we'll see when we're there. Not that many words.
Thank you very much, Frank. What can I say about this gentleman? He was on the Ultimate Fighter season 15. Just all-around fighter. And I didn't know this until he came to my office. He has a sense of humor, very funny. He had me cracking up at my office. Just a consummate professional, show up on time. At the weigh-in, he's always on time on his weight. And I really appreciate that in a fighter. And Mike Rio brings it. Each time he steps into the cage, he brings it. So this is going to be a very exciting fight. I can't wait. Mike, you want to say a few words?
Oh, first of all, I want to thank everybody for coming and all my sponsors, and got to take that route first. And say that first. Yeah, this is gonna be a great fight. I've known of him for a long time. I've watched him fight before. I knew for a fact one day or another we're gonna have to fight, so I've always mentally prepared myself for it. So I'm 100% prepared for this fight. I changed my camp. Now I fight for American Top Team Miramar, and we're putting in crazy amounts of work, and there is no rest time. So expect the best me you'll ever see.
Thank you so much, Mike. This man needs no introduction, even though I'm going to introduce him. I call him the journeyman fighter. This guy fights all around the world. I've been knowing Jeff since 2003, trained him for most of his fights here in the States, not so much all over the world, but here in the States. He's a gentleman, nice guy, one of the toughest fighters I know. And he's not that tall in stature, but his heart makes up for everything. And he's the consummate professional also. Jeff, the Snowman Munson. You say a few words, Jeff.
I appreciate y'all being here. I, have to first say something about Howard. Like I said, we would go back to 2003, and you started training me. We became friends right away. We enjoyed each other's sense of humor, and we've had he's seen me lose and win, and he's always been there by my side no matter what. And I really appreciate the friendship more than anything. It's a really big honor to fight on this card. I've had a rough year with some injuries, so kind of consider this my comeback fight. And so this is the, I think, 4th time I fight on Fight Time Promotions, and hopefully it'll be coming out for me. This is a great card. It's an honor to fight with Thiago Silva on the same card as him, and so I'm really looking forward to it, and I appreciate it.
Thank you so much, Jeff. Jeff is fighting Matt Kovacs, and Matt's record is 10-12. Very tough fighter, from what I heard. Last but not least, Thiago Silva. I started training Thiago Silva about 3.5, 4 years ago, and he couldn't speak maybe only a few words in English. But the guy was diligent. I asked him to be at the gym at a certain time. He was always there on time. He worked extremely hard. I put him through some really tough exercises. Every now and then he would look at me like I was insane when I told him to do. I had a drill that I used to do with the fighters. I have them throw 100 1-2s. And when I told him that he had to do that, and he had the interpret that to him, he looked at me like I had 3 eyes. But he did it every single day, and the proof of that is in his knockout capacity. Thiago comes to fight. He's a consummate professional, like all these gentlemen are, and it's probably one of the best light heavyweights that is around today. And he's fighting a very tough fighter, Mike Hayes. He's fighting Mike Hayes, who's a very tough guy. Matter of fact, his last fight was with Jeff Munson, and him and Jeff went at it. Unfortunately, Jeff lost that fight, but it shows you the toughness of who Thiago is fighting. He's coming from Washington State. His record is 19-9, with a lot of knockouts and a lot of submissions. He's 6'4", and he likes to bang. And Thiago likes to bang. So this is going to be fireworks. Please, when the last fight comes on between Thiago and Mike, do not eat your seats. Anything can happen between these two gentlemen. I'm going to ask Thiago to come up to the mic and say a few words. Thiago Silva. Come on up here. Come on up here. Up here.
Hi guys. So first of all, I would like to thank Coach Howard, for the opportunity. I'm very excited for this fight. So everybody know my style. I like to fight hard. And I'm here to fight hard and have fun. So that's what I like to do. That's what I do.
Thank you so much.